couple life issues, but you're resilient. You're pressing on. You're making it. But then all of a sudden, perhaps, boom, that big life event happens, whatever it might be, that has now caused you to add some extra weight to your rucksack. And so you're carrying that extra weight now. And not every sandbag, not every life issue are the same. Some are different. Some are bigger than others. Some are heavier than others. And for some people, they can carry that extra weight. They've got resources. They're valuing their life. But for others, it can become unbearable. And they might begin to contemplate suicide. Now let me just ask, and you guys can just raise your hand and I'll call on you. What are some of the things, the suicide-related issues that could cause someone to have that extra weight they can't carry and could contemplate suicide? Financial issues, that's right. Relationship, that's probably what we see as one of the biggest ones.
A very close loved one that you lost.
That's right. You lost a close loved one, so you're going through that grief and depression. Guilt. Yeah, say more about that.
So I've seen that a lot of people are dealing with guilt and shame over something they've done or something that's been done to them.
Yep, that's right. And that can cause them to take that big dive, you know. It's too much to bear. Yeah.
Hey, sir, I know it's taboo to talk about, but loneliness and way too much pornography.
Oh, hey, that's okay to talk about.
Talk about that.
You betcha. Yep, making bad choices, you know, unhealthy decisions and things you're doing that aren't good for you. Back there.
Drugs, alcohol.
What's that?
Drugs and alcohol.
Drugs and alcohol. And what happens? You mix the relationship issue with alcohol, as we've seen, that can be a recipe for disaster. Okay. Yep, back there, one more. Work-related issues. Yeah, exactly. So now you've got that extra weight, okay? And again, all these life issues are different. Some are bigger, some are heavier than others. But whatever that life issue is that just happened, that added that extra weight to your pack, is going to make this next leg of the journey that much more difficult. All right, so with that,
all right. Seems like not easy, but not too hard to do this. Yeah. As a big guy in small army, or no? Small guy in the big army. We will make it. Go through it. We'll see. Whoa!
Value of life. Sorry, lost my thing here. Today is the first focus on self-care and the value of life. As a reminder and affirmation of what we believe, we recognize that life has value and meaning and purpose. Our life matters and we can save our own life. We have power, responsibility, and resources to first care for ourselves. So, the first sandbag that you added to your bag was the mistakes that, or not the mistakes.
life issues.
Yeah, life issues, the things that happen to us. Bad things happen, right? So, what is the second sandbag? What usually happens after we've made a bad mistake or a bad thing has happened?
Sometimes we make it worse.
We make ourselves, we isolate and everything else. We make a mistake trying to fix the first one, right? We react and we do something bad, or something bad happens, and then we do something bad to cover it up, to hide it, and everything else. So the second sandbag is that reaction, that initial reaction where, hey, look, I'm trying to fix this, but it goes the wrong way. So we've already named a few of the things. What are some other things? So we said isolation, that's one of them. What are some of the other poor decisions that we could make if we are going through a hard time? Poor coping skills, I like that. So what else?
Self-medicating with substances.
Exactly. Drink our problems away. What's something else? Over here? So what? Lust. Okay, yeah. They gave me a funny box. The road. You don't get to do this.
I just want to make sure my wife's not here. Taking my work stress out on my wife and kids at the end of long days.
Carrying all that home, sharing it with the family, even though they don't want it. Yeah, I like that. What's something else? What about monetarily? You may
Taking out a
hear.
high interest loan.
Anybody here ever seen somebody get payday loans? They love y'all. Yeah, love us. Retail therapy. Anything else that we can think of?
How about doing nothing? Thinking you can just go it alone, dig yourself out of your own hole, not ask for help, ignore the problem. Right on.
Gaming. Yeah, exactly. I'll bury my head. I like that.
Maybe spreading it to others, encouraging them that life does suck, and kind of like spreading
Becoming a
virus.
yeah, exactly. A negative cloud that showers. Yeah. Too soon.
My answers.
Do I have any others?
Negative thought, complain order,
Negative thoughts on what?
and complain everything.
Compared to everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is just negative. It catastrophizing. Yeah. Catastrophizing everything. Hey, this is bad, so everything is bad. Anything else?
So let's just say this. We're going to move out to this next point, and you're carrying this extra weight because you made a poor choice. You didn't ask for help. Okay, so as we're moving from here to our next point, I want everyone to start thinking about how you can proactively ask for help and where you'll go to ask for that help. But for now, until you ask for that help, you got to carry the extra weight.
I need help, but nobody hear me.
All right.
I'm far back behind everybody, but still, okay, that's what I say. But I don't know what can happen next. I don't want anybody to just holding back by himself, herself, by yourself. You need someone to help you out. To ask for help is a sign of wisdom. It's not a sign of weakness. Okay, all right. We make through this the stopping, checking point. We make it through. Army strong.
And boldly seek help. But many don't. Why do you suppose that is? Yeah. What's that?
Stigma, sir.
Stigma, okay. What's stigma?
You're weak, you're a failure.
Okay.
You're not going to get promoted. You're not going to get all sorts of things.
All right. Okay, stigmas. Afraid that they're
That's
going
the
to look
culture
weak.
we're trying to change.
Right. Yeah, we're trying to work on that. I saw another hand up. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and in certain units, they're afraid that they won't ask. Yeah, they won't ask for help. Okay,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so they don't believe that their command will help unburden their weight. So they don't seek for help.
Right, sir.
Oh,
All right. Yes. Okay, they don't want to look different from other people. Right. Okay, great.
oh, Army teach me this about Army strong. So when I ask for help, I'm not a soldier.
All right, yeah. So the idea of being Army strong, and if I ask for help, then I'm not a good soldier. Okay, hey, there's a lot of reasons. Yeah, go ahead.
The pride, sir. I feel like if you ask for help, it's just like you're not a human being. You can't do it by yourself. You're gonna keep on going until you feel like I'm going to do it. Take the pride and self of it.
Okay, outstanding. So their pride gets in the way, so they don't ask for help. They don't want to look weak. Okay, great. Yes, Sergeant Major.
It can be that you're not comfortable to talking to your leadership about getting help.
Okay.
You know, not building that relationship with them. You just don't feel like they're going to take care of you.
Okay, so Sergeant Major said you might not feel comfortable talking to your leadership, asking for help. Okay, great. Hey, there's any number of reasons that soldiers don't ask for help. But say they get beyond those reasons and decide, okay, I'm going to ask for help. What are some of the resources that they might have available to them? What's that? Okay, med boards.
The
All right.
chaplain.
The chaplain. All right, chaplain's a good resource, right?
Oh,
All right. You guys look questionable about that. I don't know. What other resources are available? What else is out there? Got medical, got the chaplain. What else?
military one source.
Behavioral health, buddy aid.
Military One Source.
Military One Source, all right. Yeah.
Does everyone know this new app, Aunt Bertha? Aunt Bertha.
Okay.
Check it out. It's incredible. All resources anywhere in the country. Yeah.
All right.
It's on the Stand for Life stuff. Aunt
That's great.
Bertha.
So there's a lot of great apps out there available now too. What were you going to say, Sergeant Suggs? Chaplain assistant. Thank you.
Whoa!
Yeah. We are no chaplain assistants. Religious affairs specialist NCO.
Whoa!
All right. Hey, yeah. Chain of command is right. Chain of command is a source for help. Great. All right. Hey, and the deal is once they seek that help, it provides them hope. And so there's still work that needs to be done. There's still maybe some financial work that needs to be done, a relationship that needs to be repaired. And that's why right now you've still got one sandbag left in your ruck. But now you've got guidance, you've got upward direction, and you've got hope. All right, so move out to the next point.
Good job, guys.
Whoa!
All right. You just got all the rocks out of your rucksack. You unloaded your burden because you asked for help. You sought the resources. You valued your own life. And here you are. It feels good, doesn't it? You did the right thing. You overcame the stigma. And now here you are. So up until this point, we focused on more of the self-care side of things, the value of life side of things. But now it's time to start considering those to your left and your right. Because you might find out that those to your left or your right, your buddies, are going through the very same thing you just went through, or something similar. But here's the key. Now you're in a better position to be able to help them. Why? Because you just helped yourself. You valued your own life. So up until this point, again, we've talked about the value of life and self-care. Now we got to talk about buddy care. And so at this point, you know what's going on. You look around to your buddies, to your left, to your right. What are some of the warning signs of suicide that you might see your buddy experiencing?
Being withdrawn, sir.
Being withdrawn. Yep. Who else? What else? Back there.
Giving all their stuff away.
Sergeant Major, yeah, giving all your stuff away. That's really odd. You know, what's going on with that? What else?
Proper hygiene.
What's that?
And proper hygiene.
Proper hygiene, right. Not taking care of themselves, right? Right. What else?
Staying inside for a whole weekend on Netflix, sir.
Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, that's no bueno, right? So normally they're out, they're active, they're with their friends, they're hanging out, but now all of a sudden they don't want to hang out. They want to sit in their room and binge watch Netflix for a weekend. So, and the key is knowing each other. The key is knowing your soldiers, knowing your buddies. So when you see those warning signs, you know what to do. And what do, guys? We know the model in the Army is what?
Ask, care,
ACE, which stands for?
Ask, care, is for.
How do we ask?
Are you going to kill yourself?
What's that? Right, you ask directly. Are you thinking about committing suicide or killing yourself? What's the thing you don't want to say? What's that? Are you thinking of hurting yourself? What else? Are you thinking of doing something stupid, right? Because if you've been through assist, one thing they tell you when you're having that conversation is this. If you're just beating around the bush going, hey, you thinking about doing something stupid? You're sending a message to them going, hey, I'm not really serious about helping you. But if you look them in the eye or you're on the phone at 3 a.m. and you ask that question, they know you're serious and that you're there to help them. So here's the deal. As members of this team, your unit, JBLM, value of life teaches us we have to stay connected to each other. We're valued members of our team. You got to stay connected to your battle buddies, to your friends, to your family, to your unit, and how about God? Come on. Can I get an amen? Amen.
Oh.
Okay. So you think this next stretch, just a walk in the park. But now what we're getting ready to do, 6 people per litter, you just put your burden on that litter. And our value of life and our CG wants to reinforce your team will always support you. And so with that, we're going to share each other's burdens. We're going to support each other. And we're going to do one litter carry. All right, 6 per litter. Let's get.
Amen. Now, as an army, we are together. One team, one work, one fight. We are not alone. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to seek for help. If you cannot handle it, know your limit. In the long run, you need a team to support you. Don't act like you strongest person, not one man show. Right, when you help people, people will help you too. Take best care of each other. Time to care for one another. Woo. So when we ask for help, we are the team. We trust in our team. That we learn is part of Army culture. One team, one work. So we have medical team in the back to support our mission. Value of life. We begin with individual value our own life, and then we can share the value of life to people who may need help. Many people find a hard time to find their way, struggling with their life. It's hard to ask for help, but this exercise tells us about asking for help. It's a sign of wisdom. We are not alone in the battlefield. We are not alone to serve the country. We are not alone to be strong, but we are strong together. Finally, we make it through. Everything just listen and learn. When you are struggling with something, treat yourself like a learner, not the victim. See you later.